Hello and welcome to Stumps and Sixes, where every cricketing moment finds its voice. I'm your host and I'm joined with Sai and a debutant, Krishang. Hi Krishang. And today we are covering match number 12, Delhi Capitals versus Mumbai Indians. And as we shifted from the Bengaluru to Delhi, we have seen changes in the city. There is a change in the conditions, there's a change in the climate, but one thing remains constant, and that is the pure entertainment that this WPL keeps on delivering. Another good game of cricket, and it's Delhi Capitals who have got their fourth win in a row. And I must point out that this is the third time they have defended a total. So, what other teams are struggling to do, Delhi Capitals have done it not once, not twice, but thrice. And that takes them to the top of the table. Sai, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, first of all, I thought it would be a close encounter as the top two teams are competing. But Delhi does one thing right was they just put more runs on the board. They put pressure on the opponents completely. And as you said, it's a new venue. There are many lot of changes like pitch and conditions. Like the ball was not turning very much. And it was like a two-pace, not a two-pace, like a steady pace. Ball was hitting sometimes it has a good bounce, sometimes it is very low. Like when we see the wickets of like Katika Bhatia, you can see you can see the clearly. It was low bounce and he this as well. That's a new venue on the first match. I started with a banger with my favorite team winning the match. I'm really happy about that.
Krishang, welcome to the show. Your initial
Yeah.
thoughts?
So what I thought, this was a pretty exciting match. For the first match that is happening in Delhi, both teams were not aware of the conditions that were going to play out over here. Delhi had a very good start, a cautious one. Shifali, as always, being the aggressive player. Delhi got off to a great start and were consistent scoring. They did lose a lot of quite a few wickets at regular intervals, but it never halted the scoring rate. So Delhi cruised their way to a huge target, and clearly the scoreboard pressure was too much for Mumbai to handle. And Mumbai couldn't do it even with the early wickets of Yastika Bhatia and Skiver Brandt and Healy and Harmanpreet Kaur did not support the cause of the chase. And this is the first time that Mumbai Indians have not chased a target. So that is another record
Yeah,
that Delhi has been able to set. And that is very good from Delhi's side this season. The first match as well, Delhi were almost on the verge of winning it, but a last ball thriller turned the tables upside down and Mumbai did end up winning that match. So Delhi did have a proper revenge this time.
Yeah, I think you make a really good point. I think you're on point exactly. And I think the home support, the Delhi Capitals team completely embraced the home support that they got today. And like you said, they got their revenge. So I think
Yeah.
it was not just a revenge of the first game, but it was also a revenge for the
Of the
final of the
yeah, the
last
previous,
season. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
And the
yeah,
whole
we
talking
can't say that
about the
revenge for final and all. So if you want to take revenge for final, go and hit them in the finals, not in the league stage. How can you compare both of them?
yeah,
Like
that's
yeah,
PC
true.
wants to win
that's
a
a good point.
title.
But
That's why
talking
it's a
about
perfect revenge for them.
yeah, sure,
That's
I get
definitely
that
true.
point. Yeah.
And
So talking about Meg Lanning, the captain of Delhi Capitals, I think she looks so calm and composed. The way she bats, the way she leads her sides, I've never seen her flustered at all. I mean, the way she batted today, another anchor inning, another 50. She's the first player to reach 500 runs in the Tata WPL history, and she's the maximum run getter in the Tata WPL. She has led her side to the final of the Tata WPL in the first season, and by the looks of it, they are going strong this season too. So, Krishang, your initial thoughts on Meg Lanning's performance?
what I feel that Meg Lanning is playing the absolutely perfect role. She is playing the supporting role to Shifali Verma. Shifali Verma goes all in. when she gets dismissed, Alice Capsy comes in. Even she knows one way, that is to hit the ball. But there has to be one batsman who needs to stay at the other end, make sure that there are no dot balls, and keep rotating the strike, giving strike to these power hitters. And Meg Lanning is a master at that. No other team has a batsman like Meg Lanning in the squad. I probably feel Smriti Mandana is kind of playing that role in RCB. She is anchoring the innings a bit. She's also taking the aggressive role as well. But Meg Lanning for Delhi has been an absolute key to their huge totals that they have been able to set up in this tournament.
Yeah,
The
I
captaincy
I
agree.
think
as well.
bang on.
Okay, going on. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
The,
on,
yeah.
and
I
what
Krishna.
think bang on.
another thing that I would like
And
to
talking,
appreciate about Meg Lanning is her captaincy. First of all, before the match, about the team changes, leaving out Annabelle Sutherland, who they got in for such a high price, and then going for Jess
Yeah,
Jonasson
for
has
sure.
been an absolutely great factor, and it's proved Jess Jonasson has entered the top wicket takers list even after playing just like probably 3 or 4 matches. If I'm not wrong,
3 matches. Yeah.
3 matches, yeah. So she's competing with the likes of Sophie Eccleston and Cap, who have been playing throughout the tournament. So these changes and the bowling changes that Meg Lanning does, she has an option of 6 bowlers. She rotates them so perfectly that every bowler comes into the wicket taking list. Today, unfortunately, Arundhati Reddy did not get the wicket, but most of the times what happens is that every bowler does include herself in the wickets column. And that has been an absolute key for Delhi to win all those matches that they have been winning 4 on the trot run now.
yeah, I think you make a really good point. And I think when you talk about Mumbai Indians, Delhi Capitals, I think a rivalry is brewing between them as they keep facing each other. And I think the game started with a very interesting, I think a very spicy matchup between Shefali Verma and Shabnam Ismail. So Shefali Verma, first of all, she is so young, and I think she started her international career at the age of 15. And she
Yeah,
went on to break the record of Sachin Tendulkar to become the youngest player, Indian player,
yeah.
to
Debut for
score a 50.
youngest
So I think the
player in
way
any
she,
country. For sure.
I think she's a very destructive batsman and batter, sorry. And I think today she was facing Shabnam Ismail, who has been a breakthrough bowler for Mumbai Indians, a new ball bowler who has first 2 games she was brilliant. She always delivered in the first over. Today she had a matchup with Shafali Verma. I think Shafali Verma started very well, and this one, Shabnam Ismail set her up, and a catch was dropped. And after that catch drop, Shefali Verma got even stronger. She hit Shabnam Ismail for 2 sixes back to back, one lofted over her head for a six, and the other over covers. And after that, Shabnam Ismail just dragged her length back and got Shefali Verma the next ball. And the emotion said it all. She gave her a send off, and I think that was a ferocious
Yeah,
roar in a celebration. And I think the way the match started, it was I knew this match is going to go on because this rivalry is brewing between Delhi and Mumbai. Don't you think, Sai?
yeah, it's normal for a fast bowler to go like that. Like any fast bowler won't like that, right? When you get hit for a 2 6, like and happening Ismail being such a senior bowler, he may get hurt by the ego or something. And kudos to Shafali Karma as well. Like when you're facing such a senior bowler, she didn't fear at all. She didn't fear to step down. She didn't fear to play her shots. Like after hitting the 2 6, she went for the third one. And coming to this rivalry, that's growing like a house in NCIPL. We have MI vs PSK rivalry. It's similar to like I think so. And in recent years, MI vs TC has been a rivalry in every league. I think so. Like in IPL, they name it in finals in 2020, and in WPL last year, and in this year, like in IL T20, I think so. If I'm not wrong. And it's a good rivalry, and rivalries are good for the league, right? It attracts fans to watch the league, give some spices, stories, and it's a good thing to have rivalries.
Yeah, I think you make a really good point. And I think talking about a certain player, I think she had not performed in the last 2 games, But despite of that, she keeps on coming in our discussions. Krishank, I want to tell you. So it's Jemima Rodriguez because I think she's a vibe. Not just a player, but I think I like her as a character. So all our Stumps and Sixes team are in a Jemima Rodriguez fan base, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we keep
of
on
course.
talking about her even though she's not performing. And like today we wanted her to perform, and she delivered. And I
She
think
did it.
she's a
She did it
vibe,
today.
like not just a player. I like her as a character because the way she
She brings
positions
the
herself
energy
in the
on the
field,
field. Yeah.
the way she's so
Yeah,
she has that intent in the field. She makes those dancing reels. Maybe you have seen them. Then
Yeah. Yeah.
the crowd
yeah,
support. She knows the crowd loves her, and she loves the crowd. She doesn't fail when she goes to the boundary. Today also she took that catch, and then she was dancing for the crowd. And I think the way I think in the last season there was a video which surfaced in which she was singing the song of the
So Dil
Delhi
Re
Re
yeah,
Roj
Robre
yeah,
Mat
yeah,
Macha. And I think
Dilli.
that's why I think as a character, Jemima Rodriguez is so good. She's a very positive person, and I think she's so cheerful. The way she interacts, the way she talks. I think she took an interview of Radha Yadav, the last match, and Delhi Capitals posted it. The way she interacts, and I think she's a very good person to have in her team.
Oh
And
yes, I
today,
did see that.
I think she channeled that positivity. She channeled her positivity into her performance today. And that was exactly what we wanted to see from Jemima Rodriguez. She played a perfect number four role. You want a number four to bat deep, get to that death overs, and then smash the bowlers and get to the total. I think that Jemima Rodriguez performance to get Delhi to that 192, it was amazing. Krishank, talk us through. Are you
Delhi,
a
there
Jemima
were
Rodriguez fan?
no Delhi were no close to a target setting of 192, to be honest.
yeah,
Jemima
true,
Rodriguez played an absolute gem of an innings. The moment where Meg Lanning got dismissed, Delhi could have had a downfall and could have ended around 160 as well, which could have been chased by MI. But this innings by Jemima Rodriguez took Delhi to such a big target that it was nearly impossible for MI to score it. And Jemima Rodriguez is like a pure all rounder on the field. The intent she has, she brings an intent, she brings entertainment, she brings energy to the field. I mean, the crowd enjoys watching Jemima Rodriguez. Even if she's not batting, she might be in the dugout. Her expressions in the dugout is just superb to watch. A cricket fan admires such moments. They wait for some such moments to
yeah,
occur in the.
true.
So this is just something that not every individual possesses. Jemima Rodriguez is really such a talented person. I started following Jemima Rodriguez a lot after her debut in the test match in the home test series, and she was absolutely superb there as well. I did consider her to be a more of a longer format player, but seeing her recent knocks, the way she plays, the way she converts her starts, she's an all format player for sure.
Yeah, like
I think we've seen
Simba is a
Rishabh Pant do
character.
this for Delhi behind the stumps, isn't it?
Yes,
Rishabh
yes, yes.
Pant, the
It's
way
the same
he
Yeah,
experience.
yeah,
the
of course.
banter with the players behind the stumps, he's so the sledging and all. Rishabh Pant is a character, and I think I see a bit of Jemima Rodriguez and Rishabh Pant similarity. Both play for Delhi Capitals. Don't you think, Sai?
Yeah, like I don't want to compare men's and women's cricket with it. Like when you come to IPL, could you compare like this? Like this plays doing like Jemima, like that that won't come right. So I don't want to include that here. Like when it comes to Jemima, everyone wants to have a person like her in her team. She brings that energy, or she always interact with the crowd, with the teammates. Like she gives a positive vibe in the field, which means to the whole team. And like when coming to her batting today, it was like a pure class. Like I always wanted her to perform well, and she performed when it's really needed today, right? And she also performed in the first game with Mumbai. I think so. She scored some 40 odd runs if I'm not wrong. Like she also perform as Mumbai, and she also perform in the what do you call in the crucial matches, which we can compare to Rishabh and Samuel. Like both of those clutch players who perform when they are when they have to really. And her batting was like she was just timing the ball really well. She don't have the power to play the counter like unlike some other players like play series or someone like she just depends on the timing and the way she goes to the crease, shuffling here and there between off them and slice them. And the had she in the second innings, it was a banger, absolutely. It was her day completely. We have to accept that.
I think exactly. And
Not
talking
only
about
the okay,
yeah,
not only the catch,
yeah,
her
yeah,
efforts in the field are also superb. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
watching the match live. The commentators during the start, during the power play, when Mumbai Indians were batting, Mesrain Cap was bowling. The ball was running away to the boundary. The commentators were like, Jemima Rodriguez, you should probably give up and not run for the ball. It's
yeah.
no
But
use
she
running
didn't
for
give
the
up.
ball.
Yeah,
But she didn't. She just went for it. And
yeah.
everywhere on the field, diving,
She
her
did a
try
full set
best
dive,
saves.
I think so. Yeah, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, in every match, she saves a minimum of 10 runs for her team, to be honest.
Yeah,
And that does
yeah, yeah.
contribute
yeah. And
in
when you
to
when you talk about this athleticism and positivity, it brings to my next point. I think I saw a very unlikely Mumbai Indians today. Okay. So I think Jemima Rodriguez took a brilliant catch also today. The
yeah,
catch, the way she came, I think you just can't keep her out of the game, you know. After a amazing batting performance, the catch she came running in from the boundary and she dived in to take that catch. The way she the way she timed herself, the timed the catch, it
Yeah,
was
the timing of
absolutely
the dive,
amazing. And then after the
perfect,
catch, she
really.
like danced in front of the crowd because the crowd loves her so
home
much.
crowd.
And she,
And
it was
the
like
home
Yeah,
crowd.
I think for Jemima, the last two games, she was in single scores, but I think
Yeah.
it had to take it to Delhi because when she came home today, it was like a homecoming for her. The support, the sea of blue that was around her, there were banners, there were young Jemima fans, there were all ages of fans for Jemima. There was an incredible support for Jemima today, and I think she channeled all that into that performance. But when I talk about you mentioned positivity, you mentioned athleticism. I didn't see that from Mumbai Indians today. I mean, when we talk about Mumbai Indians, like whenever Mumbai Indians won the three matches, in all the episodes, we tend to mention that Mumbai Indians are so good in their field and
fielding.
so
Yeah, yeah.
athletic in their way. But I think today I didn't see any of that. They dropped catches, missed
The
opportunities.
two catches that Mumbai Indians dropped were
Exactly.
absolutely, they should have been taken like 9 times out of 10. The first, Saika Ishak dropping
Exactly.
the catch of Shifali Verma, and then Amelia Kerr, an experienced player. I mean, she dropping the catch of Jess Jonassen in the end. I mean, that ball was just too easy to be taken, but no. Mumbai Indians were not looking good in the field today. Not at all.
Rare
They did.
sight to
I
see.
think
So,
even
yeah,
Meg Lanning gave some opportunities which they didn't capitalize on. Even they could have got Meg Lanning out early,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The club had different story completely. Like it's like an unusual mate play, right? Even in the batting,
Yes.
they're just going to hit the ball, and the pitch was easy to bat. Like they're keep on losing wickets, but still they could score runs. Like if they had holded their wickets for us, like their top four batters, any one of them could hold their wicket. I think I could have done it. Still, this scores somewhat around 160 or 170, right? If I'm not wrong. And they it's good for Kamai that their lower order is now exposed somewhat. Like you could see Amanjot how runs
Yeah.
Ajani batting today. Who could see their
Yeah.
potential, right? So
That
so
is the only
now
positive
we
from
can
the game.
believe that yeah, MA
Yeah.
had us in lower order too. Even I can perform today. And Ajana scored 20 runs in the ending over of Arnabi. It is so crucial to play a part in the net run rate when you net run in the tournament. Yeah, and these small things are the possibilities for MA this game today.
True.
Yes,
Today for
exactly.
Mumbai
And
Indians, Amanjot Kaur did look like the best player for Mumbai Indians today. she was probably the one who was most set, and she converted her start, which other Mumbai Indians player couldn't have done. So Amanjot Kaur scored 42 from 27. That was brilliant striking, but it was too
Brilliant.
late. He did not have any support from the other end as well. I mean, it was down to the lower order like Sanjana and Humaira Kazi. So it was very difficult and nearly impossible for them to win the
The
match
game
from
was
there.
over by that time
Yeah, the
when they
game
came
was
to
already
yeah.
over by then. True.
It's a good thing is they get some time in the crease now.
Yeah,
That's a
the game
good thing
time that
about
she
Delhi.
got is good.
And she
Yeah,
was timing really well, bro. That what Amanjot Haruna, she was timing really well. I could see that. She was not a
Yeah,
power
I
hitter
completely
generally.
agree with
She was a
both of
pure
you.
timer of
And
the ball.
I think everything that MI lacked, Delhi had loads of it. I think the way DC started to defend their total, Madison Cap,
I I have to
she
say
was
this. I have to
yeah,
say
she
this.
was
Is the best power play bowler that we are
exactly,
witnessing right now.
exactly.
I mean, there
Yes,
is
yes.
no one better than her currently. She just
I
knows how
think
to provide those early breakthroughs. She bowls in one
Oh,
line
true.
and length, and that is just unplayable for the batsmen. The batsmen do try to take her on, and it always results in their failure. I mean, she's just so experienced that she knows she has all the tricks in her bag right now, and there's no fooling around with when she's bowling.
I think exactly. And that is exactly why she is the leading wicket taker in the power plays in this history of the Tata WPL. And I
Yeah,
think the way Madison Cap started, she has a tendency to get a wicket in the first over, starting with a new ball. She was rested in the last game because maybe it was, but they gave a chance to Annabelle Sutherland and they still won that game. Today, it was against MI, they called her back and she started off getting the wicket, the opening, she got her bowled, and then the next over also Shikha Pandey came in and bowled an in swinger to
Yes,
get
that was
another wicket.
brilliant, bro. Yeah, it's a
Brilliant
first
in
get
swinger,
to a
ball
back.
in that
brilliant in swinger,
match.
and I think even
Yeah,
Jess Jonathan in a first over came in and got a wicket. So I think the way DC started today with the bowling, I think in the whole inning of DC they lost 4 wickets, and only in the power play MI lost 4. That tells
yeah.
you the story
Shows
of
how
how
dominant.
far
Yeah,
DC were and how poor were MI today. Don't you
that's
think,
true.
Sai?
Yeah, yeah. Like, I have to give more credit to Harrison and pick up on that because they up to the top four of MI, right? Harrison gave took the wicket of Harman Hetkur, which was so crucial in the game. Like, think of what would have hidden if Harman stays in the crease. I like he deserves more credit. So, and even Jonathan, she was bowling slower through there really well, and I couldn't read it really well. In the last over of our play, Hilly Matthews gave a chance already. Like that keeper Anya Butter drops it, like he just pictures it and drops it. And even in the same overs, he got out. He stemmed a ball which was lower in bounds. And this which has a tendency, you know, like I said earlier, that lower bounds. DC bowlers pushed it really well, I think so, compared to MI bowlers. That's what made the change. Their lengths were perfect, and they can take the batsman with that lower bounce or perfect bounce, and which MI missed in the match. Her couldn't either too full or too shorter, which made the batsman easy to strike. I think so.
And as we say that bowling partnerships also are very crucial. We could see that today,
Yeah, yeah, true, true.
Cap and Shikha Pandey opening the bowling have been superb for Delhi Capitals. And I would say that this is not the case for Mumbai Indians. Mumbai Indians likely go with Shabnam Ismail and Saika Ishak at the top. I do feel that bringing does restrict the flow of runs, but it is not a wicket-taking option, to be honest. I really feel that they should give chance to someone who can maybe concede a boundary, but look for taking wickets. Someone like Pooja Vastrakar or Nat Stewart Brunt as well. That
Yeah,
is what I
I
feel.
feel like
Nashwar
Sai
could have
mentioned
done.
Amanjot Kaur as a positive for Mumbai. I think in the batting, Amanjot Kaur was a positive, but in the bowling, I think I see Pooja Vasrakar as a positive for Mumbai because
Yeah.
the way she was the only one who was bowling economical overs in the middle. There was drastic
Yeah,
difference between previous over where they were like 15-20 runs scored, and then Pooja Vasrakar came in. She stuck with a line and length. I think Pooja Vasrakar was the only one who could bowl her line and length perfectly today, and she got it paid off. She got the wicket of Meg Lanning today. If not, Meg Lanning would have done a partnership with Jimmy, and we could have seen a
It was
200
the
plus
first
score.
200
200
total.
plus
For
score
But
of
I
sure,
the
for
think,
season.
sure.
yeah,
Good
first
up.
200 score, and I think Pooja Vasrakar did that, and I think Pooja Vasrakar is the talking point for MI as a positive, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
Pooja
Pooja
Vasant
did
was the
really well.
only one who bowled a spell which was below the run rate of 6. So she was, and she came in at a time when two batsmen were already set. Jemima Rodriguez was also going good, and Meg Lanning as well. And during that time, to constrain the flow of runs, it's a huge task.
Yeah, and Pooja did really well. And he is someone who has the control in the middle overs. But there was no support for her in that. It was like everyone else went for runs. Even Shabnam Ismail went for a lot of runs. Even he took 2 wickets. And Amliakar is just a worst day for her in the batting,
It's
bowling,
not
fielding, in
Amelia
every
Kerr's
department.
day
Like,
today.
yeah, it's not her day today. And that's what MI got struck when their star bowler getting hit for those runs. And he got to hit for some interference, I think so, in a 2 overs. And that's where I mean have to change their plans, and then it resulted in Swimmer's brilliance after in that death over. So maybe totally off today in this tournament, this match today.
What
Yeah, sure. Because
I feel
now
is
we are in the
Mumbai Indians
business
should.
end of the tournament. We are in the business end of the tournament. So surely MI need to change something because they have lost. This year handed them their second loss of the season, and now we're going to business end because there's going to be. I think DC is the standout team for me because they were the best team in the Bengaluru leg. Now they have their home support behind us, and when you have already gained momentum and then the home support even makes you unstoppable. I think Delhi Capitals are unstoppable in many ways. They are very good in their batting, bowling, fielding, all aspects of their game. And so, moving on to our favorite aspect of the show, it is prediction time. So tomorrow, Royal Challengers Bangalore take on Gujarat Giants, and Gujarat Giants will look to open their account. There are 4 losses out of 4, and they will be hoping to play tomorrow like like they mean it, because they need to get that win under their belt. And sometimes when you have
Yeah,
nothing to lose, you are even stronger, and maybe they can win. So, what are your thoughts, Krisham? What do you predict for tomorrow?
So I'll still back RCB to get the win over Gujarat Giants. I do feel Gujarat Giants is a comparatively weaker team as they do not have match winning all rounders, which other teams do have. I feel Gardner is the only person who can win the matches single handedly with the ball and with the bat as well. And they do not have anyone else to do that role. Whereas if you look for RCB, there's Sophie Devine, there's Perry, there's Warrior. They are just players who can provide movements with the bat as well with the ball as well. But Gujarat Giants do lack this, and I really feel that it is going to be difficult for Gujarat Giants to get a win over RCB, especially
yeah,
considering the form as well which RCB is in right now. They are coming off a brilliant home leg in the women's IPL. So I just feel that they will continue the winning momentum, and it would be very sad to see them losing against a weaker team, Gujarat Giants.
Sai, your
yeah. I would
predictions?
still back for Gujarat tomorrow, and I would completely oppose that if you are a weaker side, like Ishang said, they are not big. Like they are not just performing. I would say so. They even have match winners like Beth Mooney, Walward, and Arlene Dior. It's like they're not clicking together. And tomorrow's a new venue, new conditions. It may what to say. They may have some luck over there. So let's see. I would support
I really
Delhi
feel that
tomorrow.
Gujarat should have gone for more foreign all rounders who could provide both with the bat and ball. As you see, other teams, Mumbai, Delhi, they have players who can provide with the bat and the ball as well. So I just feel that Gujarat might be comparatively weaker. Even Beth Mooney hasn't found the form of the tournament. I mean,
That's
she is
what
an
I'm saying. They
excellent
are not
player.
performing. On
Yeah,
paper,
she's
Yeah, yeah.
they are
performing.
good,
No, no,
really
I
good.
completely agree with you. And even I think that I want Gujarat Giants to win tomorrow because for the WPL, for the league, you don't want a team to go 5 losses in 5 matches. So I want, and I think they have a good squad. Phoebe Litchfield, they have Beth Mooney. I think if they play, I think that if they play like they mean it, they have nothing to lose. So I think I'm supporting Gujarat Giants tomorrow because I want the WPL. I don't want a team to lose 5 out of 5, and even MI and UP Warriors will be like me. They will be supporting Gujarat Giants tomorrow because they'll want RCB to lose the game because it's going to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
tight at the end. It's going to be tight and it's going to be an
yeah.
interesting
Sure,
race
sure.
for the
Understand.
playoffs. We have on our hands. So with that, we end today's video, and I hope you guys have as much fun watching it as much fun we have shooting this video. And we'll be back tomorrow. And stay tuned.